Ready? All right, today we're here today. We at the Benin Tech Beauty Salon. Shout out to them for letting us use their space. One of the best spaces in Liberia right now.
Yeah.
You get your nails done, you get your feet done. They do lashes and they do a lot of amazing stuff for beautiful women. You see what I got next to me right now? I have a beautiful Liberian woman, Lotte herself, famed producer. And this is gonna be a good conversation, right? Because people are just used to saying artisan on the chair, yeah, and
Yes.
other people in there. But today we're gonna tap into the film industry. So, Lassie, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
All right. My name is Lotten Yeaney. I'm originally from Lamco, Yekepa. Shout out to the Mano people there. That's us, Mano and crew. Just want to throw out that
Oh,
throw
my
that
crew,
out.
my
Yeah.
crew.
So yeah, I'm crew, the Ghanaian crew. So yeah. So, anyways, no, but I'm a film producer. I live in Chicago, but I come to Liberia quite often. I have a home in Dwazon, so I come home and just hang out with my family.
Shout out to you. You know the story behind the crew people, right?
Yes,
The
of
crew
course.
people is like some of the most brilliant people out of Liberia, and
Absolutely.
they was able to help like back in the day when the people they had to teach people how to navigate through the sea. The crew
Absolutely.
people was able to teach like the Portuguese people that came,
Yes, so
show them how to
encouragement.
navigate through the sea because they didn't understand the map of the sea basically.
Absolutely.
So being a crew woman, I see what you're doing with all these amazing things.
Thank you.
Yeah. So kind of let us know like some of the projects that you have out there that you've been a part of, that you have
Yeah.
done and things like that.
Well, my first film was called Skinned. It was about skin bleaching, like a model who started bleaching her skin to get the attention of this guy, and it did exceptionally well in the U.S. We had Van Vicker. We had a mixture of like American actors and Liberians and African actors. So Van Vicker, Lisa Ray McCoy out of the U.S., just a bunch of other folks that were Brad. Can't even think about his name right now, but Jasmine Berg, just a bunch of heavy hitters in the U.S. And we did screen that film in Liberia in 2016. So the film was in. We shot it in the U.S., but we also screened it in Ghana and Liberia at City Hall. So that's how I got on the scene in terms of being a Liberian producer. Is people found out that I was doing work, and but it was something I did. We shot the film in the U.S. That was my first film, and I just did another one. It's now called Love Speaks, and I got Love Wea in there. Love Wea is in the film.
Shout out to
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other Liberian actors actually in that project. But that one is with Kenneth Okoli. He's a Nigerian actor. Then of course we got a bunch of American actors too as well. So Corey Henderson, Hendrickson, who's one of the excuse me, I'm saying this last name wrong. Corey Hendricks. Sorry, I'm dehydrated right now.
You've been
But
you had a long
yeah,
day
we
today.
had a long deal with my people. But Corey Hendricks is in The Bear. He was on Fargo. He loves Liberia, by the way. So he's in my film. But that one is called Love Speaks and is out on the platform. So Amazon, Tubi, and YouTube and things like that. So yeah.
So you can basically have your stuff on like major platforms. Like,
Yeah.
worldwide. So
Yeah.
and people out there saying like brand people they can just be doing all kind of things. We have to start literally looking around and doing our research. We have like brand people that are doing amazing things. So
Yeah.
how long have you been in the film industry?
So I've been a producer about maybe 12, maybe 15 years. But so before I got into doing films, I actually did a film screening of another African movie. It was called Paparazzi with Kobe Maxwell. Kobe Maxwell was in DC, and he had a bunch of different actors, including Van and a bunch of folks that was in his previous project Paparazzi. So I flew the entire cast to Chicago to do a movie screening. So it was the first of its kind in Chicago in like 2013, 2014. And that's how I got into the film space. But I brought in everybody for the film to just expose Americans to African film. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool. Had the red carpet. The city came out. Paparazzi was there. You know what I'm saying? So it was really a beautiful.
So you're over there showcasing the culture to them.
Absolutely. And it was, I mean, I spent thousands of dollars to fly in everybody, set them up in a hotel nicely, welcome them at the airport, just did it with like excellence and class. to show these people, our actors are coming in from Africa and really celebrating them and giving them a warm welcome in Chicago. And everybody in Chicago remember that paparazzi movie premiere. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got introduced to like Dr. Kula and Van Vicker and Kobe Maxwell. And then before I started doing my first film project.
Yeah, Chicago is a major city in America too. Definitely. So what are some of the things you think, like, see Liberia, right? We have a space. We have a beautiful culture, right? And how we could highlight it through some of your work that you have been doing.
Well, everything that I do is always from that diaspora, that Liberian lens, So the actors, as I mentioned, I do celebrate Liberian actors. They are in the U.S., so I bring in that culture, bring in some of those actors into those projects. But I think, what I did different with this last film is I had them speak Liberian English.
That's lit.
You know what I'm saying? So a couple parts of the film, we actually had them jokingly say one thing in Liberian English. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? But I think it would be nice to start to season more things, more of our speech, into our projects. And that's something I think I'll do a little bit more in my next project, that's for sure.
So when it comes to the Liberian film industry, right? What's some of the things you need, some of the changes you think that need to happen for it to start to evolve, right? Because we continue to talk about why things are not working, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at the Liberian culture and I look at how rich it is and how fluent our people are vibrating, our people, we're some of the most beautiful African people in the world, and we also can speak English. So why is it hard for us to navigate? You understand?
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the things you think we're lacking that we're not doing ourselves, to blame ourselves? What's some of the things?
I obviously feel like collaboration is the thing that's going to get us, more access, and showing that we're just as viable. We have a good products as well. So you have to have a good product in order for somebody to want to distribute it, but then you have to have the right elements, right? Pulling in the right producers, directors, actors to even produce a good product, and then financing. Somebody's got to show that a Liberian product is worth investing in so that you can take it all the way to where it's worthy of a distribution, to be on that platform. But Liberian people have to crave their own product too as well. Like we consume a lot of outside stuff. We're used to consuming outside, like Nigerian films, Ghanaian films, American films. It'd be good for us to
watch our own stuff.
Yes, exactly. Support yourself. So if somebody finally have one movie out there, I don't even care if it's 12 minutes. If it's 12 minutes, you still got to celebrate that person's work and like go crazy about it. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying at the end of the day, right? Like you say, it has to be quality. Like we can't we gotta get away with just supporting somebody because they're Liberian. Like that's not really.
But that's why it starts though. That's where it starts first. So Nigerians, I feel like Nigerians, one person. Let me see, in Chicago, a Nigerian can do one thing, and all the Nigerians are like, this is the person that does this. And it's like that guy did one thing, right? But they really, really celebrate each other. And I think, yes, I agree. Our quality could be amplified. It could be better, but we have to have the desire to support our own as well.
So you said collaboration, right? And that kind of just took me back to before I got to Liberia, right? I was trying to put together this reality show, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew a couple of people that was in this film industry, a couple of people that do camera work. I got them together, put them on the phone, and the first question they asked me was, how will get paid?
Oh, okay.
That's the first question. So it's like when you're dealing with people who just think they're hustling with the culture, they're hustling with their creativity, they're hustling with it. And I'm thinking, saying, okay, if we come together and make this, we can use this to go make money.
Yeah, but you have to let them know. So everybody assumes that if you're doing something, if you're doing TV, that you're making money. You know what I'm saying? But you have to let people know, like, there's a development process. You develop the product, and then you sell it, and then you make the money.
So right? The money comes after.
The money comes after. So you have to have somebody that's really vested. I mean, of course, excuse me, I'm having a little exposure here. I pay my actors. It's not that kind of show here. It's a different interview. Anyways, no, I do. For me, I pay everybody I work with. It may not be what they're worth, but I definitely try to show at least that I appreciate their time.
Yeah, gratitude.
So you have to try, because if somebody says, listen, I got $10, but that person is happy that you at least give them something, they will do $100 worth of work because they believe in you and believe in your project. My last film, nobody can tell me that it wasn't $1 million budget because my actors, my entire crew, they worked so hard. You know what I'm saying? I paid them handsomely, but I mean, I definitely could have paid. They were worth more.
They were worth more.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the people, think about it. If you come here, you ask somebody to do something, there's people want to be paid.
Yeah, but I understand that. But like I said, like if I pay you right up front, and like you said, the way I would pay you would not be what you worth.
Absolutely.
So why can't we just collab and do this project? And we believe in this project. We believe that this could make money, and we do business, and we do percentage and things like that.
I think you got to communicate that. So you can't just come in and just say, "Oh, my man, I'm coming to do this reality show."
No, I communicate with them.
Yeah, but you got to say, you know what, the way how the program works is we have to do the development first, put the product together, and then we sell it. But then you have to have trust, right? Somebody needs to believe in you. They need to have the trust in you to know that eventually when you do sell it or when you are making money, you're going to pay them.
You're going to pay them.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's a hustle.
So let me ask you this question, right? Mm-hmm. So you've been in the film industry for like 12 to 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. How do you manage to do that as a young black woman? That is, I know you have a family?
I do.
You have kids?
I have a daughter.
Are you married?
I'm divorced.
Divorced. So how was you able to navigate that where you having a husband and you married and you around a lot of different men and these different things? How was you able to navigate that?
Well, first, because I wasn't in a relationship, that's how I was able to actually get this stuff done.
Oh, so you did it. So after you got out the relationship.
Yeah. I was free. I mean, I'm sure I had somebody, but I'm just saying, like, but it does take a lot of focus, and I feel like if you're really passionate about something, you want it to work, you're gonna put the time in. My movies, everything I've shot has been on during my vacation. You know how you mentioned on the panel today that some people didn't have jobs, and they have a job, and they're a musician. Yeah. I kept my full-time job through every film I've been doing. I still have a full-time job. During my vacation is when I've been able to shoot my projects. All on the weekends. That's amazing. Weekends, evenings, or my holiday from work is when I'm able to put things together.
So you put in a lot of hours to do that kind of project. So that mean how do people to the host? That's so busy when you leave that weekend, you disappear.
Yeah, and the thing is, they know I'm passionate about it, and it's not every day, it's not every weekend that you're gone, but everybody kind of knows I'm ramping up to do a project. So it's like, okay, the script is coming. We're in pre-production. So pre-production is you're going through the script, you have some table reads, at the house. So my daughter already know, my mom coming to movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we're going to start shooting, in 2 weeks' time, and we're going to be shooting for blah, 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 number of days, So you kind of ramp up the people around you, and they know that you're going to be unavailable, for a certain period of time.
So with the Liberian industry, right, with the film industry, right, what are some of the things you feel like is lacking for us to improve, to actually move to like a space where it makes sense, like where people then can be able to say, I was able to make money. Because I think a lot of people was complaining about their movie name being put on YouTube. Yeah. People they're putting their movie on YouTube, and people they're not making money from it. Like, what are some of the things you feel like you can help information wise, or the government could help to make it a better work environment?
They have to look at it as the industry that can employ people. So we do have to invest in this industry. Like whether it's private sector or government, there needs to be an investment in film and television and just the creative space. In the US, people get grants. Like they have these MacArthur foundations. They have a bunch of different foundations that support the arts. You know what I'm saying? Or they have some Jewish person that is like, this message.
They give back.
That's their give back. It's like the message of this film means something to me, and I'm willing to invest in it so I can get that message out. So if we're doing cultural things, like let's say it's something about, our tribes. So we have a bunch of different tribes. Somebody could be like, you know what? I want to learn more about Liberian tribes, and they're willing to invest several $100,000 in a film or a documentary that talks about our different tribes. Like people are looking The people that got money, they're always looking for something to put their money into.
Money,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but you have to have the credibility that if they trust you to do something, you can actually get it to the quality and get it done. So the people that don't want to give you money. And exactly, you can't give the people and give you $200,000 and then you don't have a film or anything to show for it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the credibility. It's kind of what do you say, to put the chicken before the egg? Because you need credibility for somebody to invest in you.
To give you the money.
So you have to put in the groundwork first. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get to the point where someone else is going to want to invest in you.
Yeah, but I think that's how it works for every entertainment segment. Like you actually have to show them that their investment, even though if they want a money back or they want some kind of make them feel some type of way about something that they love. So So for example, right, we always talk about this, me and my people, right, at Enterprise. We always talk about this. We trying to figure out, like, we have a lot of amazing stories, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, like Joe Weah don't have like an actual real documentary that has been put together about him. Like I feel like we have a lot of historic people out of our country, but they don't have no trace, no story outside for them. Nobody to actually to go back and say, oh yeah, this person did this. Like the little kids that are coming up now, these legends gonna disappear.
That's true.
The moment, like a couple of years from now, like if Joe Weah was to pass, right, and a couple of years from now, some kind of child was born, they would not know about no Joe Weah.
That's true.
Because we don't have no production of no documentary or things like that. How do you feel like, what direction can we go into that? How do you feel, how important that is?
First of all, that's a really good idea to do a doc on George Weah. So you have to get permission first, as an example. And I think that is something that I think that I wrote the card. I think that's something that we should actually consider doing is, talking to the president as an example. So if there's a story that you think is important to Liberia, we talk about branding, we talk about tourism, we talk about why Liberia, and we have to tell our stories. And so we have to find key individuals like a George Weah, or even the Oma, Madam Salih, you know what I'm saying? Just different people that are important historical individuals in our country, and we tell their story. But they have to be on board too as well.
Yeah, because a lot of people
can't just do a documentary on George Weah and then you end up getting sued or something. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like with that, it could be a conversation, because I feel like a lot of people are rewriting the people's history, like Ellen Salih. Like some kind of people on the internet, people was rewriting her story, saying all kind of bad things about her, like how when she was young, she was doing this, doing that, because there's no actual documentary for us to go. And anybody listening to that, they might believe him because there's no trace to say, okay,
here's the real story.
All the things, that she was doing. So I feel like that's something that we need to, because when we think about even the Liberian music, right? I feel like artists are just making music and putting music out. For the film industry, maybe they're just making movies and putting, but it's just so much more. For example, you talked earlier today about reality TV, right? And I feel like Liberians have something so special. We are just naturally funny people. Absolutely. So today I was driving, going to the Michigan complex, right? And I'm turning in, right? And this driver is coming. He sees me hit the car, right? And the funny thing about it, he hit the car. Everybody's saying he's wrong, right? The police came. The police say he's wrong. That's the time he decided to say sorry. The whole time he was laughing because he felt like so imagine somebody watching an individual that know they did something wrong. The whole time they act like they know something wrong. And then when they realize and the police, when they're about to get in trouble, that's when they say sorry.
Yeah, sorry, woman.
So I think reality TV is something that's needed here, because these people, me interacting with the girls and this and that, they are some funny set of people. Yeah,
I like reality, but I also would want to be careful about exploitation of our people. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have a balance of reality.
You want to protect me?
Yeah, we got to have, but we can have both. You can have reality TV, but also make sure we have those other stories that help to kind of have people respect our country too as well. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, we have all elements.
Yeah, we can do Housewife of Atlanta.
Exactly.
So we can find some housewife there, right?
Yeah. I think Love Weah was doing some projects around that that industry. But the reality is anything. Reality could be. Reality is not just women and fussing with each other. Like you said, reality is let's just drive to the airport. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just drive. We get that's it. That's reality, and it's not going to watch somebody build a home. Maybe somebody is constructing a home. So reality, it can be industry driven, right? That's reality TV. So it's not just when people think about like reality, they think about the women in fighting.
No, but just imagine a reality show that's set on the minute.
Yeah, mafia women.
The minute they build houses in Liberia.
Oh my God!
Imagine like
yes,
imagine that whole process.
Yes, exactly. You know that's a whole industry. So I'm saying that it exposes people to us. Mm-hmm. They learn about our culture, and then people can make money too as well. And it's not all just fussing, you know, because I do think that people tend to think reality is only one type of way of television, you know. But reality is anything that's real.
Yeah, so I feel like we need to kind of just look into that. So, what's some of the projects you have coming up?
I just paid for my script to be redone. So I have this script. It's called Enemies Closer, and this is an old school. So this is old school. It's
enemy closer.
Enemies closer. So one or two, multiple enemies closer, right? But this one is my action film. It's a 419 movie. Basically it's a heist that this guy is about to do, and he's about to do his next. He's about to take somebody in Chicago. So, you know, so this is what the film is about, and I am so excited. But I'm just like ready to get this project done. It's gonna be my action film. I'm gonna shoot it in Nigeria, Liberia.
Actually, are you looking to kind of audition some like Liberian actors to be in that movie?
Of course, there's nothing I've done that hasn't had Liberian actors in there. Absolutely not. There's nothing. I've also been in all my projects too as well. So I'm always.
I know that's the first time I saw you. First I saw you on my timeline.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck Dasking Liberian woman people in the interviewing about movie beneath. So that's how I started to like check you out, and I was like, she doing some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing you in different spaces, like at the Diaspora conference.
Yeah.
In DC, you was there. You spoke.
Yeah.
You definitely said some things about the budgeting, about the how to budget, the grants, and all these amazing things. I feel like when it comes to Liberia, that's a conversation. It's kind of tough for us when it comes to budgeting thing there, because we're not even operating our own mind.
I know.
We're going to get mine. We're going to get mine from us. So when the mine come from us, it got to go other places there that the people feel like it's more important.
That's true.
So I feel like we need to figure out how to really like start using our own money. That once we start doing that, then that's when the government can be able to help.
We can pull resources. If we say we believe in a project, and then let's say we have a couple producers that have some really viable projects, we can all come together and say this is worth producing. You know what I'm saying? And money, pulling together, it can be resources. In Chicago, I don't spend money on everything. Right, the space, like, you know, this beautiful salon here, Benatech, right? Mm-hmm. So this space, to rent it for a film, it could have been $1,000 a day for the entire day, but you already have $1,000 because they won't let you use the space. So those relationships, those resources that you have, is what makes it possible to produce your product. In Chicago, same thing. I've built relationships. I have supported people in so many ways, and so what they've done is they've opened the doors for me. I can get a Bentley. If I need a car, if I need a Rolls Royce tomorrow, I can just hit up a friend. I've had a girlfriend pull a 74 yacht for free for me to do a pitch. I rolled up. This my girlfriend, Lene. I had a 70-foot yacht where white people were then serving us. The service where white people were serving us on their yacht. And I was pitching a reality show to a network in the US, and I sail. So I'm the crew, you know, I'm a sailor. So crew people are sailors, you know what I'm saying? So I sail. And the show was about, you know, sailing and things like that. And so I needed a boat. And I was like, damn, I didn't have you know what I'm saying? I have a boat, but I didn't have a massive yacht. The girl, because of our relationship, she was able to get me a 70-foot yacht for free. So don't underestimate your resources, the way how you support people. They'll open the doors for you too.
So say that again. Relation what?
The relationships.
Because a lot of the people really don't understand how all of my
that's it. It's the relationships.
Because me and the guy had a fallout, right? Really big Liberian artist, right? One of the biggest. We had a fallout based off of him not understanding that model, right? Of a relationship work like this. It's not a one-way street.
Yeah.
You got to also be able to do like little stuff for people when they do big stuff for
it
you.
has to be reciprocated.
It has to be. It's not. It's not all. In order for you to get my own service, you gotta call me, or you gotta tell me certain things, or you gotta give me certain things that I want. If you didn't have to give me none, when I give it to you, straight love. So I think that's another reason why our industry don't move the way they need to move, because people don't value relationships. They just value money. So yeah, that was an amazing one.
Thank you.
So you was able to shoot something so big.
It is.
Phone call.
Literally, the lady was flying in from New York. Says, Lotten, since we have the executives from this network coming in, why don't we just meet on the yacht and you tell kind of take us through what you guys do when you're sailing and think like your boating life. So I was like, okay. And she said we'll be there on Thursday at 6:00. I was like, all right, cool. I was in Jersey. I flew back to Chicago. It was a Tuesday. I'll never forget this. I called my girl. I was like, Lene, I need a boat. I need a yacht. Like, I need a yacht, and I need it by Thursday at 6 p.m. I flew back to Chicago, got there Wednesday, Thursday. She says you have 1 hour. She said, get there at 6:00. We need to be off that boat by 7:00. 1 hour. We got there. The people came. We chilled on the yacht, whatever. Now I'm telling this story, and it wasn't my boat. That yacht was not mine.
So me hearing you speak, one thing I hear is consistency and hard work, dedication, understanding. Like, in order to get something done, you gotta do everything in your power to make it happen. And,
absolutely.
And you wasn't looking out to just sit down there. You don't think you just going to tell me what happened. You went for what you wanted. You
have to. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Nobody is coming to help you. You have to do it yourself. You have to start. When you start, then people will start saying, "Oh, that man, other woman, she's doing this, she's doing that. Let me, try to help her, or let me try to see what she's doing. Let me put my hand in it small." So that's it. Nothing starts from. Nobody sees you driving on the street and say, "Oh, you look like you want to be a producer. Let me give you money to to go do production." No, you have to be producing. You have to be writing. You have to be doing music. You have to be doing that thing before somebody else is going to invest in you.
Nobody going to save you. I have this belief, right? Because I was watching some interview from another artist. He was like, he said something about Liberian music. The labels are like prisoners. The labels in Liberia are like prisoners to artists. And I thought to myself, I'm like, my man, if you know what happened in Liberia, right? For somebody to say they want to put something behind you, take time away from their family, and dedicate their time to you, and your parents that born you, they didn't do that thing for you.
Exactly right.
They didn't do that thing for you. No. Your uncle, your internet, somebody took away from themselves to give back to you, and because you don't think they deserve something back from you, and you feel like they have you, because a lot of cats out here don't understand the entertainment, the business part of entertainment. So when people are doing entertainment business with it, they do not keep it as prisoner. Yeah. So they use words like that. So so I think so what are some of the programs you think that could be started here to educate these people about the business side of film production and the how to actually skill that?
Honestly, I think where I've failed is I have not done more education of our people. Even in Chicago, I'm pretty low key. I do a movie and I go underground. It's like, okay, the movie's done. I mean, first of all, you're exhausted from finally get the project done, but I'm not really good at promoting or going out and being like, I did this movie. But now what I would like to do is we can even do a pop-up. Like, we can bring in a couple people, have a session here, teach people about production, teach people about, what the product needs to look like, you know what I'm saying? But just offer those services, and I just feel like I need to do more of that outreach and that's give back than I've personally done. And I can collect a couple of folks that's been in my projects, heavy hitters. There's some directors I've worked with, Mark Harris in the U.S. and then as I mentioned, Corey Hendricks, who's a phenomenal actor from The Bear and Fargo and Love Speaks, all those projects. They want to come to Liberia. So the black people want to come to Liberia. We can do an industry exchange, right? They come here, meet our people, but also give back by sharing about the film industry.
So speaking about coming to Liberia, today I was on a panel, right? And the lady said that marketing strategy of Liberia is one of the oldest nations and is one of the strongest nations. I said, what kind of I said, we're in 2026.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Why does somebody want to come here?
What's something strong?
Yeah, that's true.
And if that's the marketing strategy for tourism, I'm like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we have to do it. We have to bring people together. We have to invite people here. Say, hey, my man, just come see our people. Come meet us. When you come to Liberia, you're gonna fall in love with the people. They did say Liberians are the most welcoming country, and so I do feel like that's accurate, and that's what's gonna help us attract people. They're gonna feel welcome here, for sure.
So definitely. So before we wrap it up, man, I want to just say thank you for sitting down. Y'all know I catch her. I was at some summit. I literally called her there. I was like, we gotta do an interview. And she was like, I already got my clothes on.
I know, right? So let's do it now before.
Some people will be like, oh, I'll catch you. Let's do next week or something like that. So
let's knock it out.
And like I said, man, thank you for coming through. And like I'm gonna hold you to the plan that we're gonna work. So we're gonna do a reality show.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna tap into that whole reality frequency because I feel like, and these guys that we working with, all to the numb, we're gonna connect together, and we all gonna do something amazing that's gonna actually be able to showcase. For example, we can use this space to do some of the. Look how beautiful this is.
Listen, no, I was about to just give a shout out to the production crew here. So this literally lets me know that I can come here, I can shoot my interviews here, I can do anything. We can shoot anything here. The talent is here. Just want to commend you guys on all the work you're doing. Everything looks phenomenal. And just, you need to keep up the good work. You've been doing it. I'm a fan, of course. I follow you. Be all on your page, so congratulations.
But that thing yesterday, it just made my heart feel some kind of way.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you see this
Google
space,
people at you.
Yeah.
Appreciate what I do.
Absolutely.
So that make me gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I said thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ben Tech for letting us use her space. One of the beautiful space in Liberia. And they got good service. Great. People don't really come. They can serve you with wine.
It's very nice.
Yeah, very clean. Mm-hmm. She got white couches. Look at her here.
Yes.
Very clean.
Yeah.
So thank you, Lati, for coming through, man. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you.